briefly, kindly let me show you something real quick that I just want you to keep in mind and to always pay attention. So this one is a HyperTrend trading strategy where it can be really easy for you to make money when you are using this indicator, because at the look of the market over here, based in this online market, you will see that this indicator is working on real time. It is not really repainting. So guys, if you look on my live market over here, you will see the market is kind of changing the direction of the market, and this is so evident because this indicator can really show us. So guys, that's why I just want you to pay attention on major things when you are using this indicator. Kindly pay attention because this indicator is very effective as far as forex trading is really concerned. So guys, welcome to Money Close FX Education YouTube channel. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't liked this video as well, and let's start by inserting this indicator on our chart to those who don't really know how to do it. So click on indicators tab, then you're just going to type HyperTrend LuxAlgo. You click on it. Once you click on it, this is how it's actually going to appear right on your chart. So guys, when you are using this indicator, number one, it shows you the trend of the market. Number two, what it shows as the upper part of this indicator can work as your resistance and the lower one can work as your support level. And as well, what you can see highlighted, these lines over here, they are actually very effective, and when you look at it closely as well, you can see they can work as your point of interest because the market is actually reacting to these zones over here. You will see the market is actually reacting to the center line when it is actually dropping to the downside. It is actually unable to break. As well, when price breaks above it, you can see it really rises to the upside. So guys, this is indicator number one. It helps you really know the strongest trend in the market. And what you're supposed to know about the explanation by LuxAlgo, when this channel over here is actually proceeding to the downside, or rather it is heading to the downside, sloping to the downside, it shows you that's a downtrend. When you see it sloping to the upside, that shows you an uptrend. But I can really ask myself, like, yes, here it's actually sloping to the upside, but I can see the market is actually to the downside. Okay, so guys, majorly paying attention on this, it can really make you lose focus that you have to pay attention to when you're using this indicator, because sometimes this can work and sometimes this cannot really work. Imagine you executed your buy order expecting the market to really rise, and this has failed and the market is actually proceeding to the downside as well. This is actually sloping to the downside, still taking a sell order, then the market is actually changing the direction, heading to the upside. You can see it's very easy to really lose money. So guys, I want to show you how you can use this indicator very easily, and I know it's actually going to help you really understand about the market. What I want you to pay attention to, whatever LuxAlgo told us to use, like the highlighted red line as our resistance level and the highlighted blue line as our support level, that's what you're really going to pay attention to. Because even you can look on live market over here, and the market is actually on the bottom line, it's actually reacting to it because it is working as our support level. Remember, I'm basing this on live market over here, because right now live market, we're not having price reacting to the upper line. We can actually base this on past events, and you can see for real the market was actually reacting to the upper line as well right here, as well right here, as well to the bottom line, and as well to the bottom line. So guys, that's what I just want us to take from that explanation. And as well, paying attention to these lines drawn over here, they work as your center line, and these center lines is very effective because number one, let's say you're selling and price happens to break below your center line over here. When it is rising, sometimes it will fail to break above, and if it breaks above, it will require a lot of pressure to push the market to the upside. And you can see when the market is actually trying to push to the upside, there is a lot of pressure required at these levels over here. This is so evident. It's so evident over here. There's a lot of pressure required at that given point over there. So guys, when you execute your sell order, like for instance, let's say you executed your sell order right here, kindly target this center line as you take profit. If at all price is unable to break below, that's what you're really supposed to pay attention to. So the easiest way and the most effective way you can use this indicator, whenever you're taking your order, paying attention on resistance and paying attention on support, you're supposed to know when you execute your sell order right here and price happens to break below your red line over here, it shows that is really a push to the downside, because you can see, like for instance, price tried to break above your red zone over here, but it was unable to proceed to the upside. Instead, this candlestick closed below, and that's why it came even below the red line. And price as well was unable to break above your red line, and it broke to the downside. And this was a very, very great push. So always pay attention on what the market is actually reacting to, the red line, to the center line, and to the bottom line over here. You will always be at the right track of the market, but paying attention, like the channel itself is actually sloping to the upside, sloping to the downside. A very great example using our live market over here. We were on our resistance zones where we are supposed to look at the market from. Price happens to really push. It came to this center line over here, which is actually in blue color. And at this given point, I will tell you, don't pay attention to any color. Just watch how the market is actually going to behave at that level. Because I told you, the center line can really work as your key level where also you're supposed to watch the market from. So price happened to break below. Then there was a retest. This retest did not break above your blue line at this given point. It really broke below. And guys, you can see this is actually a really push to the downside. As well, we have a very great example still. We got to our support level over here. The market respected it. It came to this level over here. But if you can look closely, price really broke below this lower line over here. And that's what you can see. This is really hard for buyers to break it because price is actually being rejected to this level. So guys, that's what I really wanted to put across. Whenever you are using this indicator, don't really ignore these lines over here. What you're supposed to pay attention to is, like for instance, you are on your support level over here. Price came and broke above your red line over here. So what you're supposed to know, wait to see where candlestick are actually closing it. And remember, you're not supposed to take your trades when you see the first candlestick closing above. Wait to see where the second and the third candlestick are actually going to close it. So at this given point over here, the second and the third candlestick closed below the red one, and you can see price really proceeded up to this zone over here. As well, it rose, broke above, it came to this level over here. We got candlestick being rejected, but we got candlestick that closed above, and the market really proceeded to the upside. And you can see the market was actually breaking on the downside and breaking to the above, coming to this level until when it permanently broke below the center line, and it really proceeds. And as well, when the market is actually rising, here we are on a support level over here. The market happens to break above the red line over here. There was some retest, and the market still was unable to break below, far away from this center line, and the market really proceeds to the upside. That's what you're really supposed to pay attention to whenever you are using this indicator. It's very, very, very effective as far as forex trading is really concerned. Even when you backtest this, you're just going to see what I'm telling you is super working and very, very accurate. Okay, so this indicator is very accurate when you are using, because number one is to help you really know who are in control of the market, because these lines will always guide you, and all you really need as a trader is paying attention to where candlesticks are actually closing at. The center line will always guide you. Like for instance, let's say you are buying, you wait for a retest around the center line over here. So when you see candlestick being rejected, or rather you see momentum, or rather you see too much bearish candlestick pattern comparing them to the bullish candlestick pattern, you can confidently execute your sell order and target this zone over here to be your take profits. Okay, so this level still can work as your target points where you're supposed to take your trades or rather exit trades. That's what I really wanted to clarify. And so guys, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Like these videos, what success in everything you do. Continue working hard, because I really know one day your hard work will pay you. So guys, what do I say? Bye bye, see you in my next video.